wonderful. Good evening, Maribel. Hi, it's Lewis. As you know, I'm your representative here at Enopoly. I'm glad we could get together for today's testimonial. How are you doing today?
Hi, Lewis. How are you? I'm doing great.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing pretty good too. It is getting pretty late here in Miami. With that in mind, I don't want to take too much of your time. For the purpose of today's webinar, I just want to be able to share some of the success you're having with other clients that are considering to come on board with Enopoly. Does that sound pretty fair?
Awesome.
Okay, cool. And so, Maribel, I'm glad that we've been able to work together the last few months. I think it would be really nice if you could share some of your story with other people that are listening in. Let us know how you got started in e-commerce and how you got connected with us here at Enopoly.
Well, I bought some courses through Amazon FBA, and
Okay.
I started to running some sales. I didn't like how it was running. It was too much time consuming than what I had intended.
Okay.
So I started to look for automation or
Mm.
somebody to partner with. And I found you guys. So here we are.
All right, sounds good. And with that in mind, how long have you been working with us here at Enopoly?
I've been with Enopoly since May 2021. So it's approximately 10 months.
Okay, so you've been with us for some time now. And with that in mind, how are you liking your services so far?
It was everything you guys described. Of course, it's not something to be rich overnight or to live an exotic life, but it's definitely an stability or at least $2,000 to $3,000 a month, which is great.
I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad that you're already starting to experience some of the profits with your store. With that in mind, maybe you could let everyone know, how much money did you start with in the beginning?
When I started with within $15,000 to $20,000. It was not much. It's what I had. But you guys have made it work. And I have more opportunity now to work on my other businesses so I can invest more money.
I'm glad to hear that. And definitely if we can help you continue to grow your businesses, helping you get stable income streams, like that's what we're all about here at Enopoly. With that in mind, do I have your permission to share your screen in this recording? Screen of your store?
Of course.
Okay, wonderful. Give me 1 second. Perfect. So this is your store. You said that you'd started with us earlier back in May. So I just had it preset to May. Obviously, for anyone that's following along, this store is doing very well. I want to be very clear, though. This is not your store. If you move forward with Enopoly, there's a good chance your store might be worse than this. It might be better than this, or it might be somewhere in the ballpark. But with that in mind, Maribel, I can see that you've done $136,000 since you started with us, and prior to that, your business had done 40,000. So it seems like you've made quite a jump. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. And have you had any complications with our services so far?
At the beginning, I did, but like everything in normal, I gave you guys, a store with a full inventory,
Okay.
and it wasn't too bad. But when you start selling good products and things like that, at times to restock those products, it's not always available by the supplier. But that has gotten better. So it's been great.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So hopefully things keep going well. By chance, have you kept track of what your profit margin looks like on this store?
Yes. When I started, it was between 8 to 12%. Some months with 20%, which actually has throughout the time it's like a 17%.
Okay, so it's hovering around 17%. That's good to hear. And so for anyone else that's considering to move forward with us, do you have any recommendations for anyone that's considering a service like this?
Yes. Not to do what I did. I always been like a micromanagement, so I was trying to be so involved in asking questions and trying to input my ideas, which I realized that what I was creating, I was stressing myself out, but I was stressing my team out. So I took a step back, took up the opportunity to take the time to stabilize my other business, increase my credit line so I can now invest more money. And at the same time, not to stress my team out and not to stress me out.
Definitely. At the end of the day, they are professionals. As long as you can have faith that they're going to do the right job and you take a step back, then things tend to flow very evenly. With that in mind, Maribel, that's everything that I really wanted to cover with you here today for this testimonial. As always, I do appreciate the time that you share with us. And for anyone that has any further questions, feel welcome to share any in the comments down below. We'd always strive to get back to you as quickly as we can. I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, Maribel?
Thank you. You too. Take care.
You're welcome.